Yo, bruh. Judging is not easy. I think there's a reason why the Bible says that you should not judge. What is good, everybody? It's your boy Deviate and we out here. This weekend we had the PK administration rap battle audition and it was exhausting, like seriously. I can't believe it takes so much work to judge. Like by the time I got home I was tired and all I did was sit there, listen to guys rap and got back home and I was so tired. It's just crazy. For those who don't know what the rap battle is basically a hip-hop platform that allows rappers to come through and compete against each other in three categories. There's the freestyle category, the rap battle category, and the song category. So these guys would choose any of those categories or all three categories depending on which one they feel like they can, kill it. So they choose those categories and then they compete, and then the winners will be announced at the end of the competition. But first they have to be auditioned. Like they just don't take any rapper, they audition and then they choose the best rappers, 6 within each and every category. That's what they usually do. So the judges this year, we have Sula. Sula is a music mogul. Dude is a big name in Namibian music. If you don't know who he is, guy, you probably don't know what this guy's done. This guy's been in the music industry for over 20 years, managing artists, shooting videos, going places, performing, or getting artists to perform at certain places. I remember even bumping into this guy back in 2009. He probably doesn't remember me, but that's probably because I was dressed in a zebra costume. Yeah. So it's great to have somebody like Sula on the judging panel. This guy pretty much knows how a performance should be like. Although he's maybe not that big in hip-hop, but he can judge performances just on a general perspective. And then we have DJ. DJ is a legend in Namibian hip-hop. Dude has been around for a minute and the guy has experience in performing, rapping, making songs, all these things. So it's good to see somebody who will be giving that perspective on when it comes to judging rappers. Just looking at, how is this guy doing the things right? And while Sula can give it from the side of a manager, we have DJ who's giving it from the artist perspective. We also have Dubs, also known as Will Zan. This girl is a radio DJ or radio presenter, however you want to present it. This girl has also been around. I remember we have performed together back in the north when she used to rap. Girl actually has some bars on her, and yeah, being a radio DJ allows you to actually see whether these things are radio worthy and just to see on how good a song is. When you're a DJ, you are more exposed to music and you can hear stuff that the public would like and even stuff that you would like, and even just what makes a good song. So she brings that to the table. I also failed to mention that she's also an actress, and some are like, this is rapping, what does acting have to do with it? It's probably because rapping is a performing art, a performance art. It's art that you have to do with performing, okay? So this girl would know how to conduct yourself on stage, how to have proper stage presence, how to get the crowd engaged in your music. And she is the only person who I probably think can actually judge that best out of everybody in the panel. And then we also have J+. J+, organizer of the Cypher, big hip-hop head, and I really love the guy being here because dude has been to a lot of hip-hop shows. Probably he's been to more hip-hop shows than any other Namibian at the moment. Guy has seen so many guys live in concert, and because he's a big hip-hop head, because the dude is a great contributor in Namibian hip-hop, and the dude has seen a whole lot of shows, it gives that perspective in judging. So the guy just kind of can look out for stuff that he has experienced, stuff that he has enjoyed on an international level. And the final judge, you have me. Honestly, I'm one of those guys who just feel like I have no idea what I'm doing there, but hey, here I am. So a lot of rappers came through and auditioned. Man, there were a lot of rappers there, man, and it was just, dude, it was excruciatingly hard. Because here's one of the things that happened. you would find good rappers that come through, like, and you find the average rappers, but yo, you find a lot of bad guys, a lot of guys who cannot rap. It was frustrating to watch some of these guys, especially when you tell them hold the mic right. A lot of people did not know how to hold the mic, and oh man, guys, stop holding the mic on the head, hold it on the neck. And the guy, as soon as the song starts, he puts his hand over the mic. Now we can't hear what he's saying. And a lot of dudes actually did not make it through because of that reason alone. You just were not holding the mic right. We couldn't hear what you're saying, and we're like, you know what? You can't even follow instructions. We cannot have you in the competition. It was pretty sad to see guys leave simply because you cannot hold the mic correctly. And for the first time, PK administration allowed groups to audition. Now this, for me, I was kind of like, how is this going to work? Is it gonna be fair that, you know, a group gets in and then one individual artist has to compete now with more than one person? And yeah, no group actually made it through the auditions. This is why rappers who come as a group are sometimes relying on each other to kind of like make up for what is not there. The problem is you are only as strong as your weakest link. You find groups that have a good rapper. Sometimes they're duos, sometimes, you know, they're just three guys. This guy would come through and they have a great rapper. This guy would rap, but then they have another guy who is not as good and he holds this guy back. He actually holds the entire group back. It's just like, you're not gonna make it through because you have a guy who is not as good as you, therefore you're not gonna make it in. It was pretty sad because a lot of the groups were like that. And also there's the thing that we're only auditioning people for 1.5 minutes. So if you have like 5 guys in a group and your strongest rapper has the last verse, we will not hear that verse and we'll only judge on the first 1.5 minutes. And if your first 1.5 minutes is not that good, then you were not gonna make it through. And I think I'm glad that some of these groups did not make it through, because some of these guys did come back and audition as individuals and we're just like, yo, wow, you are pretty much the guy who holds this group together. So yeah, I do like the initiative, and I don't know, as I do feel some type of way about auditioning groups because like I mentioned, it's like one person versus like 3, and I don't know how that is going to work, but it is what it is. So some rappers did come back to Volume 3, rappers from Volume 2 and Volume 1. So we have Jagger Juice, man. Jagger Juice came back for Volume 3. He was the champion of Volume 1 song category. He lost his title in Volume 2 and now he's back in Volume 3, man. And yo, a lot of people, even we as judges, were surprised that Jagger Juice made it through. Jagger Juice focuses on one thing that excels him above all the other rappers, which is Namibian context. Dude knows how to relate to Namibia, like to Windhoek, to where he is. He is probably one of the most realist rappers that I've ever encountered. And you can say what you want about Jagger Juice. The one thing that you cannot say is that this guy is not entertaining. He is one of the most entertaining rappers that I've seen. When Jagger goes on stage, you never know what's going to happen. You're just like, man, what is this guy gonna go do today? Like, I am just excited to see what Jagger is gonna do. Like, he did some crazy things in Volume 1, crazier things in Volume 2, and Volume 3, hey, I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying not to get my hopes up because he might just give us a normal performance, but you know, normal from Jagger is something else. So yeah, you know, thumbs up to Jagger Juice. We also had J.E. Weiss returning to the rap battle. J.E. Weiss was in Volume 2 freestyle category. He came back for Volume 3 freestyle. He wanted to do song, but he forgot his stick. And oh man, actually wanted to hear what song he was willing to do. J.E. Weiss was one of the guys who people thought that he should have been the winner of freestyle in Volume 2 because he was the only one who was freestyling off the top from the beginning to the end. And even at the auditions, he was the one who was freestyling from the top again, from the beginning to the end. Everybody, most of the guys were had their own songs that they were doing, and some were not that good at freestyling, and other guys had to engage them like, hey, can you actually freestyle off the top? Show us what you can do off the top. So we in Volume 2, we had the winners of Volume 1 coming back, and this was pretty dope because these guys get to defend their title as, rap battle champion. Now, I'm not too sure if it's gonna happen in Volume 3. There was some stuff that was happening, behind the scenes of, all these stuff that I don't want to get into, but I really hope all the winners come back. That way it could be like a legit competition of like, you need to defend your title as one of the best rappers in Namibia. So I would like Romy to come back. Romy is pretty fire. I hope she comes back. I hope Tiz comes back. I think Tiz is coming back, and also Bachman. Bachman should definitely come back because Bachman needs to defend their title. So one of the sad things about the auditions was that there were rappers who I listened to on SoundCloud, guys who posted their links, guys who are in my NAM hip hop playlist. And these guys have good songs. Every time somebody who I knew came on, I was like, hey dude, I was bumping your stuff. I really love the stuff that you do. And these guys would do their songs and it wasn't as good live. And it really hurt me. Like, I had to kind of like advocate for these guys to the rest of the judges. I'm like, no, this guy's actually dope. This guy is really, really dope. Like, he had a bad audition, but the guy is actually pretty good. So it came to this point where I started realizing that a lot of Namibian rappers cannot perform live. They really can't. There was some nonsense that were happening at the auditions that even Popiani got like hella ticked off. He would stop the song like 10 seconds in and he just like, hey, my guy, we're not hearing you rap right now. It's just a song that's playing. My guy, you need to rap. So that's my impersonation of Popiani. It was crazy. We do need more performances. Like, hands down, hip hop in Namibia is the most lyrical genre in all of Namibian music. We can debate that is a fact. However, we are not the best performers, especially when it's live. I don't know how we come from the booth and then hit the stage and it's a whole different thing. I don't know why we don't bring that A game. And this is why I mentioned on We Are Hip Hop Namibia that we need a workshop that will teach guys how to perform live. This is something that is desperately needed, because if that can be done, then more rappers can actually get paid and make money from shows. Shows is where all the money is in Namibian hip hop. Like, that's where most of the money comes from. So if you cannot perform live, then you can't get live gigs. Guys will just be like, yeah, we've seen you perform, you're not that good, therefore we don't want to pay you to give us a bad performance. And I think this is something that's desperately needed. So here are the finalists for the Rap Battle Volume 3. In the freestyle category, we got Jiz York, Panda, JUI Skills, LA, and JU Ice. This one is pretty interesting. I won't lie. This one could go either way. I've seen Panda freestyle. I've freestyled along Panda, freestyle along JUIs, and these guys are skilled freestyle artists. We have Jays York on this thing as well, who just released his project, and Jays York has one of the greatest stage presence that I've seen. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this thing goes. Rap song, we have Jays York, Gondwani, G Biggs, Fritz Elgato, The Smith, Brooklyn, and Skills. So half of these guys were actually in the freestyle category. So yeah, this one would be crazy. Fritz Elgato was one of my favorite guys because this guy brought some other type of song. He's the one who brought something different. Everybody else was doing what you would expect, the trap and all that stuff. He comes through with something else, and it was really refreshing to hear him. So I'm excited to see what Fritz will bring to the table. And finally, battle rap, we have El Breeze, Taz, Chase, and TJ. So we only have 4 rappers in the battle category because what they're gonna be doing is that for the first 2 rounds, rappers will be facing against each other, and the winner from each round will go to the final round, and then those 2 will battle each other. I like this one because it's it's less pressure, less trying to remember who won and what not, and I just like this one. The first one we had like 6 battlers, and then you had to choose who had the best battle. The second one, they only had 2 battlers, so you had to go 3 rounds, and that one was pretty dope. The only thing that was flawed was the voting system. Now we have this one where it's like now kind of like a knockout type of thing, and I think this one is the best. Like, we should keep this one. So these are the guys who will be participating in the rap battle volume 3. Man, it's gonna be exciting. Congratulations to everybody who made it. Good luck with the competition. Go write them bars, go perfect your performance, go and perfect your freestyling. There are so many platforms you can do that. And if you do need some help, you know, on polishing up on some of your stuff, you know, holla at your boy. I am here for you. All right, so that's it, and we out of here.